welcome back to another episode of More Than Friends. My name is Tashi, and with today's episode, I'm actually gonna give you an approach style technique that you can use to go talk to women in real life. Like, let's get off dating apps. Like, we're just wasting time most of the time. Like, we're trying to talk to strangers, so let's go talk to girls in real life, and it's actually just gonna increase your chances so much more. All right, with this approach technique, it's actually one that you can use in like a coffee shop or a restaurant, somewhere where you're ordering food or ordering a drink and you're waiting in line. Yeah, pretty much in any line you can do this. So I actually want to give you an example of an approach technique that happened to me when I was in New York City. So I'm in line at the coffee shop. There's a whole refrigerator next to me. There's a bunch of like oatmeals and like all different types, like chia, whatever. There's a whole bunch of food on the side while we're waiting in line. And then this guy comes up behind me, waiting in line behind me, and girls are just observant. I could tell like he was like looking at me. So I was in the fridge and I grabbed this oatmeal, and there's like different flavored ones. I got like a peanut butter one. And then the guy turns to me and he's like, all right, I've never been here before. Do you know any good oatmeal I should try? Like, which flavor's the best? And I was just like, actually, I'm not from here. I've never been here before either. I just got the peanut butter because I feel like you can't go wrong with that. And then he's like, oh, you're right. Good idea. And he grabs it and he's like, wait, so where are you from then? Like, if you're not, like, because I said I'm not from here. So he's like, oh, where are you from then? And that's what you do, is you find a piece of whatever she said. Like, you look like you'd know your cookies. And then it's just an easy way to make conversation. It's like how you would talk to anybody, any stranger when you're out. It's a polite way to start a conversation. Instead of just saying to a girl like, hey, you're so gorgeous, I just wanted to talk to you, blah, blah. Like, that's a little bit forward. A girl feels like, okay, now I need to decide within a few seconds if I like you or not, because you're calling me pretty. I need to quickly figure it out. But now I have to decide off of just your appearance. Instead of when you make a friendly conversation with her first, then she feels like, oh, I'm actually getting to know him a little bit, feeling him out. And then she can decide like, oh, maybe I am a little bit interested because you're like being a normal person. I can have conversation with you. And back to that coffee shop technique is that he just talked about the oatmeal, then he led the conversation into other topics. He didn't just stay on like talking about the oatmeal. He was like, oh, what do you do? Why are you out here? What's LA like? Blah, blah, blah. So he made conversation and switched topics. You need to switch topics because that creates more comfort for the girl. She feels like she's getting to know you because now she knows your hobbies, your interests, or like where you're from. Like, now she knows more about you, instead of if we just kept talking about the oatmeal or the coffee place, all she knows is that you like the oatmeal and you've never been to this coffee place. Like, it doesn't really make her feel comfortable enough to like give you her phone number. So to go over that technique again, it is you just make polite conversation about asking her like her opinion on something. If you're ordering food or what's a good thing to get here, that's an easy thing to do. You're just making polite conversation. You can talk about what you observe in the place and make conversation on that subject. That's also great for shy girls, like when girls seem like kind of shy. If you talk about things outside of them, like if you're not asking a girl like, hey, where are you from? What do you do? Like, what's your interest? Like, some shy girls would be like, oh my God, you're only talking about me. I feel like a lot of pressure, and they try to get out of the conversation. So if you talk about things around you guys, it will help a shy girl open up to you. So that's just a little tip to just add in there. Because I used to be a former shy girl. So like, I liked when people pointed and talked about things around me, because then I could be like, yeah, that is weird, or yeah, it is hot in here. And like, I could talk about something else. But when you put all the attention on the girl, they can get more shy. So just in case you meet a shy girl. But yes, I hope these approach help you, and I can't wait to hear about the hottie that you meet out in real life. Like, the more we meet people in real life, you're just raising your chances of meeting somebody you'd actually be into. Because even for you, like, don't you want to like enjoy the girl interaction that you're having too? Like, you want to feel her out just as much as she needs to feel you out. So let's get away from like the dating apps and things like that. Let's go talk to those hotties in real life, so you can like feel it out. No more catfishing, all that lame shit. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you want to talk to me more one-on-one, my account is Tashi, TASHIE 999. And that's where we can, you know, talk to each other a little bit more, get to know each other one-on-one. And I'll have more episodes and more advice coming next week. So tune in. Thank you for like joining me. I love you. Mwah.